Was Mr. Fantastic on to something, man? What his premise as to why married men are simps?
Hell no.
Hell no. Mike says hell no. Bravo Tech, what say you?
I'll second that. Hell no.
UT?
I third that. Hell no.
Mr. White.
Damn, man. I normally agree with Fantastic, man. So I'm gonna have to fourth it, man. Like that nigga's so far off, and they ain't usually like him. So make sure you check in on the boy, man. Make sure he's good over there.
Wait, what was he so far off on?
Everything. The first thing he was talking about, especially like financially. So him, you neutral. From the time you were single versus you being married, how much is your income increased?
Significantly, like probably like 4 times. But does that have to do with being married, or does that have to do with me getting older, building up in opportunities?
I'm about to send you something on Instagram. It has to do with you being married.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Let's play it because
all right, I'm ready. Go ahead. All right, so I've been DJing right for a minute. So I get married, but I always been grinding and DJing. Now opportunities are coming. I would argue that the opportunities were coming regardless. It's a coincidence that I got married. Married ain't the catalyst. But I've been putting in work for too long, and now boom, 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 it's playing more and more dividends. My rate is going up because my name is getting bigger, not because I got married.
Right, but what comes with being married?
Headache.
You said what?
Headache.
Nah, it's some good things that come along with it. You got a homemaker, you got somebody helping with your kids, you got somebody allowing you to be free to really move, and it's things that you can give to your wife to take care of. 2 is always better than 1.
Okay.
In anything, even if her role is different. So yeah, you probably still would have got there, but more than likely you wouldn't have got there as soon, just because of the things that she frees you up and allows you to be able to do.
Okay, so, okay. All right. Let me ask you a question. Well, hold on. All right, hold on.
Look at
well, because the question is later down the line when I start flip flopping this shit. So essentially, you saying, so like UT wife taking care of her kids, she doing him a favor.
No, I didn't say she's doing him a favor. What I'm saying is it allows him to focus on other things because she's taking up something that he would have to do.
Okay, but those are her kids. Those are her responsibilities.
No, they're my kids.
Well, what I'm saying is the kids are related to her.
It still don't matter. But you gonna make sure the kids have everything they need regardless.
Yeah.
Right. So whether it's her or I'm paying somebody, 1 is somebody I trust, 2 is somebody I don't got additional bread out to doing. 3, she gonna love me unconditionally because I know my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no bread out.
Nah, it is a way. It is a way. It is a way because what's happening is, or we can save it for later. Don't dump me. Don't dump me. The goat is back, baby. I got you. Bro, if you know who you marry, bro, you see what I'm saying, and you attentive enough and you give her what she needs as she aligns with you, you will grow, bro.
But I hear you, right? But what I hear is men maturing, right? So are men making more money because they married, or do men make more money as they get older as long as they focus?
No, so 2 things can be true. So as we get older, it's gonna come. But again, 2 is better than 1. You literally have somebody you trust.
2 what? What do you mean?
2 people.
Why?
It's always better than 1 in a team versus you doing something by yourself. You got help. But with your business, you got people under you that you could delegate different things to. Okay. Or you're gonna try to do everything yourself.
Yeah, you can delegate. But what happens when you delegate? The quality drops.
Not necessarily. Not if you delegate in the area that's their strengths.
I'm just saying. Like, let me tell y'all this story. So the moving company, right? So my wife was doing like sales and doing marketing events, right? But she get mad about something and just stop. When the other salespeople get mad, they go to their events. See, people familiarity, right? They also take liberties. People that you're related to often give you the most headache because they think that they have a level of grace or autonomy that is generally not afforded, right? They want to mix business with pleasure. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes what you'll see is men will allocate their wife to do a thing so she feel needed.
Well, that's wrong. I don't think we should do it so that they will feel needed. I think it's a learning curve that has to happen, right? So I don't think just because you get married, it's going to automatically work, right? It takes time to build intimacy. It takes time to connect. It takes time to learn your wife, to understand how she ticks, how she thinks, to be able to motivate her. No different than when you coaching. You know what I'm saying? You have to give her the things that she needs so she could be the best version of herself. Now, if you married a woman who the best version of herself don't benefit your vision, that's on you. That's you picking bad. So again, I don't think that's a knock on the wife or the woman. That's a knock on the nigga who married her and picked the wrong person. But if you know what you're doing, you good.
Okay, so now okay, gotcha. You ever heard of a chameleon?
Yep.
Go ahead, UT. Go ahead, UT. I'm doing all the dirty work. Go ahead, UT. I see. I know you though. You can't play poker to save your life. Is Mr. White bugging?
He ain't helping our case out at all. What you doing? We not the Simps. I'm trying to figure out which way you going now. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm not a simp. I don't think we're simp.
That's what I'm.
We lucky, man.
Go ahead, UT. But his rhetoric? What is it?
Yeah, what you saying is more simpish than it's not. It's not going what you say. That's what you said, that we not simps. But everything you said, you predicating it to the we the lucky ones.
Absolutely. I'm not saying they're not lucky too. But if you're not lucky or you don't benefit by being married, then why do it?
Right. I'm not saying we don't benefit.
So I'm lucky. Like I found a great wife. I'm lucky. Look at all of the marriages that have failed to the point to where people don't even want to do it no more. I'm lucky as hell.
Huh?
I'm not.
Yeah, but that don't make you not a simp though.
I'm not a simp. What makes me a simp? Because I take care of what I'm responsible for.
I don't know. You just
that's so you see. Hold on, you
the
see.
X. That's what's crazy.
Well,
I don't know what the
me,
X
you see. With what I said, what makes it sound like I'm a simp?
What made it sound like it to me, like everything that you said was pretty much towards the woman. So what I've heard of simp was the man is not getting equal benefit in the relationship. So he's getting way less benefit in the relationship. What only thing I heard you say that you was lucky, but it don't sound like you getting the same benefit. Is the woman just get? It didn't sound like it to me. If I might.
Okay, so let me list maybe I need to just give a rundown of my benefits then, right?
There you go. What's the simp? Right. Married man benefits.
Married man benefits, and I know everybody don't got it, right? But my income has tripled since being married. So now my wife don't work, meaning she's taking care of the girls, she's taking care of the younger kids. I get a home cooked meal majority of the day. She making sure I'm taking my vitamins. She does all my copywriting for my content and my workbooks and things like that I'm putting out. She does that. She handles the finances. She's working on the taxes and stuff like that. When I come home, she runs and greets me, like tries to beat the kids. I have unconditional love in my house. And a lot of men don't know what that's like. I am good.
All right,
And
now,
this is coming from-
Say you ain't
all right,
good.
all right, all right. So now, what are you putting out?
Shit, the nigga don't gotta work. She can get whatever she wants. Nah, but
Do you think it's a fair and equal exchange?
nah, honestly, I don't. I don't. Now, I will say
Wait,
mine
on
is
whose
different.
part?
Hold on.
On whose part? Who's getting less?
No, I think she's getting less, but I feel like only in my situation because ain't no way in hell I could do what she do because we got 2 kids under 2 too. Ain't no way in hell I'm staying at the house with them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? So since she does that and do like all of the pickups and the drop off, like I just go to work. That's easy. So from that standpoint, I feel like it's a little different. I feel like everybody feel
How
like
many hours a week you work?
argument.
How many hours a week you work?
Ooh, I be putting in hours, yo. Probably like, let's see, 40, probably like 60 on average.
That's good. Okay.
And my main job not hard at all. Like I just get feedback for the most part. So that's the easy part.
So somebody, because this is what always been my thought process when I made you a housewife. How is that not the most beneficial thing that you can have? Because it's like you just got your life paid for, and you was gonna have the kids anyway because you was fucking, and y'all had the kids together. What? That's what I'm saying. Like, why would her being a housewife?
Let me say something to Mr. White real quick.
All right, help me out, Trigger Mike, man. Help me out.
What's going on, y'all? Mr. White, you were doing so good and you said the simple shit.
All right,
you don't get the better part of the deal, bro. And that they want us to believe that. But I want you to understand something, bro. They use them working as an equalizer against men. They'll say, well, I go to work too. Women can do what men do. They can't replicate how we do it. The reason men are in charge, right? The reason we're in the position we're in the family, which is the head. I want you to ask your wife, would she go to work to support the kids? She's going to say yes. Tell her if she's going to go to work to support you and the kids while you go sit on your ass. She's going to give you a bunch of blah, 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 and it's ultimately going to be a no. That's why you're in charge. She cannot dedicate the entirety of her life to be at work, to take care of people other than herself, especially you. You cover everybody, and you never getting out the workforce. You know that, right? I thought about that shit the other day. Like, we in this mug 30, 40 more years. Like, we just going to be at work doing this whole shit. Nobody got the staying power you got. She gets the better part of the deal.
Well, the only reason, and I feel like my situation is anecdotal because we got so many kids. So she's literally cooking, cleaning, and running after kids all day long. I couldn't do the shit.
Now, you even sold yourself short there.
Nah, I don't think
I just
so,
want
man.
I just want you to understand.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you're reacting to the way the kids treat her. Do your kids treat you like that?
Treat me like what?
Like they treat their mom.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
No.
My children will be sitting down all fucking day if I was at the house. It's not the same thing. You can watch your kids all day. Trust me.
No,
Easy.
I can't. Them niggas, they be wanting to
It's
talk.
the easiest shit in the world. And look, hold up,
Listen.
Mr. White. We're men. Watching kids is routine. Staying in the house, eating at the same time. We do routine better than them. That's why we make better soldiers.
Bro, I'm with you. But again, you got to think about how much laundry and shit we got. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
Do it all.
So I can see that point. I can see that point. I'm here to learn. I'll concede that 1 point.
Yeah, me personally, when it comes to the kids, now my wife, she's the main cook. Let's get that. I'm good. She's the main cook, but I am with the kids when they get out of school. So, and they don't do all the stuff. It's not hard to make them sit down. I don't think I gotta do it. Hey, And that's it. After that, we good to go. It ain't the rest of the day. She don't cook. I don't got them ready. Got them in the tub. We good. It ain't nothing hard about
Not hard. They
being
don't
in the
treat
house
you-
to me. It's
don't
not
treat us
hard to
like they
me
treat-
for
No,
people
but this
being
the
for women
thing.
being in
So
the
it's
house
the
with the
thing.
kids.
I'm not saying it's hard, but I'm saying on the flip side, nigga, it's nothing like coming home and your food is in the microwave waiting, and it's some nice, healthy, good plate that you could then just go and sit down. It don't beat that, man. It's the simple things like that that's beautiful. My wife
It's a
left
good
for a
perk.
weekend. Listen,
It's
my
a good
wife
perk.
left for a weekend. You know what I fed the kids? Hawaiian rolls. I don't know how to cook no more. We ate a bag of Hawaiian rolls, yo.
Listen,
You
bro.
slumming
Listen.
it and shit.
Look, all praise, like for real. We giving praise to our women for this. This the part. I wasn't trying to like degrade what she does. We show appreciation for what they do, right? But it needs to also be done in return. That's why I made the statement to say she's not going to work to take care of anybody other than herself and the kids. She wouldn't do that for you. So don't ever let anybody move you out of your position and be like, you can get in the workforce, you can't do the shit like I can. All right?
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So she got her thing she got to battle with. You got your thing you got to battle with. You taking shit. Listen, man. I take a lot of shit at work because I ain't losing this fucking salary. You feel me? This everybody on my insurance. Her mama on my insurance. You feel me? So I can't just say anything. I gotta take that shit, and she gonna respect that. That's why I'm like, we ain't no simps. You know what I gotta deal with, so you can go to the doctor when you want to.
But Trigger Mike, you also said that the exchange is there, but it's not equal. You give more.
Absolutely, I give more.
Does that make you a simp?
Nah, I think it's biological. It's in my biology. I actually get gratification from it. It makes me feel like the big dog.
Now,
Yeah,
go ahead.
say real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys get all the respect in the world from me. I'm probably the oldest guy up here. I'm 54. I've only been married a year. We got married September 17th last year, and we don't have kids. I've been watching all of you guys for a while, and even tonight to listen to you guys talking about the kids and the wife and the hours, because I've got two businesses myself. I put in 60-something hours a week now, but at the same time, there's no kids to chase. We're looking at getting into the exchange student program, all that kind of stuff, because that's what my parents did when I grew up. But I almost feel like a fish out of water, really, when it comes to the kids. And God, you've got 6. I mean, shit. And all of you guys have been married. You know, I don't know how long everybody's been married, but like I said, we just celebrated back in September. We just celebrated year 1. So, and as far as how much has, my salary increased, it's been a year, since we got married. But I do have a couple stories to tell where, even before we got married, how, she brought me into a couple contracts. But yeah, you guys, all the respect in the world from me, man. All of it.
Okay. Well, yeah, we appreciate that shit. I think so. The kid dynamic, Bravo, what essentially is being articulated is that the kids behave differently when they're with their fathers, right?
Right.
They're in much more control. They have better decorum. And so when you're watching, so like my wife hasn't been here, right? So the kids simply don't cry as much, right? Because I don't pick them up just for the sake of them crying, right? So it allows me to control the dynamics more efficiently, which takes less work,
Gotcha.
right? So it's not about if she's doing it wrong or right, the dynamics are different. So ours is a little less stressful and a little less eventful, because like she'll be trying to cook and then holding the kid and all, right? The kids just sit down, and then they'll play. We do Play-Doh and they draw, stuff like that. And I let them watch a little TV during the week. They watch more TV on the weekend, but but the dynamic. So I try to keep up the same routine, but it still looks different because of the efficiency.
Right. Got you. I remember when I was a kid, I'm from a military family. My dad was a helicopter pilot. And one of the worst things I could hear as a kid, wait till your dad gets home. Or wait till I tell you that. So I understand exactly what you guys were saying. I don't have kids of my own, but it's funny. I've got an Xbox that I learned how to play because I work with some kids, not necessarily mentoring, but I put that headset on, played Call of Duty, and something I learned working with my brother-in-law's youth program. A lot of kids will talk to another adult before they'll talk to their parents, but listening to and again, wait till your dad gets home. I understand exactly what you're saying, especially you, Trigger Mike, when you're telling Mr. White, it'd be different. You could watch your kids for a day because when I'm in the house, they're going to sit still. Dad's here. Hamp, I've heard you talk about Big Shug. Dad's home. So, yeah, exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, like my mom came, and so I get surgery tomorrow morning. So, she trying to she go, like do the show because I was late picking her up from the airport. Her plane got delayed. They kicking her ass up there. But that's why I got him just sitting here. He just chilling right now, But yeah, man. Damn. So does the reciprocity matter in terms of simp, right? Because I thought the initial definition was you're a simp if you're not getting the return on your investment. So how does that definition change just because you're married?
So I'll take this back to
if we agree that the return isn't the same, that's all.
Well, that's what I was saying. The clip you played is based off of somebody who did not get the return. So that's reminiscent of the episode you had where this nigga jaded. He's jaded by his bad experience, and unfortunately, because he's jaded, he's the loudest voice, right? The extreme, nah, it's not worth it. He's one of the stories on. I fuck with Fantastic, but that's one of the stories on the extreme end of the spectrum. Why would we do anything if we don't benefit? So I would say no, it's not simp-ish because we do benefit if you can make her listen, if she's on your program. I know we use that word a lot, but if we use words like equally yoked. If she's equally yoked with you and you got a plan and she's going to help you execute it and she's in lockstep with you, you can't be beat.
How do you define equally yoked?
Spiritually. So I've literally watched people butcher that term all over. I tell people a lot when they talk about disagreements and arguments in marriages. If you're equally yoked with your companion, y'all agree on 9 out of the 10 things. 9 out of 10 things. Yeah, it's already written. If we in the same religion and my child did something wrong, we both agree it's wrong already, right? It's that 1 out of 10 that we might have to have some discourse about. But no, equally yoked to me is spiritually we both agree on what's right and wrong.
Okay. So if a husband has a wife who is not in alignment and lock in step, you would qualify him as a simp?
Absolutely. He's getting the short end of the stick. I don't see how he can acquire anything beneficial for his own life. Damn. She could be you said it. You had a whole show on it. Are they liabilities? She can be your greatest asset, or she can be your greatest liability. You choose by the woman.
So what does a man need in his marriage most from that woman? What are the top 3 things he has to have to not be qualified as a simp?
He got to have her obedience. And yes, I use that freaking word for the chat. She has to be obedient. And let me put it to you like this. For all the ladies in the chat that's about to get in the uproar, there's no way you can respect God and disrespect me. So don't be obedient to me. Be obedient to the Creator, to the religion, to the God, to the ideal we both serve. Be obedient to that, and we good. You see what I'm saying? So I'll start with obedience. That's what you got to have your wife obedience. And I mean obedience in the sense that even when she doesn't agree, she got to understand that because you said it, it's what's best, or that's the direction y'all gonna take.
Well, which one? Does she have to accept it as the best course of action, or
no? I'm sorry.
That's the path.
That's something I actually say. Just because you don't agree, don't mean it's what's best. It's not what's best, but he has to trust. All right, well, he said we're gonna do it. That's what we're gonna do. She got to
She
give it up.
willing to ride out. Okay. Red pill was popping.
What's up, Hamp? What's up, everybody? Panel,
Goody,
Trigger.
man. Did you know
Bravo.
that you were a simp?
I heard that, man. I heard that in these streets, all married men are. That's what they say.
Uh-huh. I even asked specifically. I say even Red Pill Ranger. They say even Red Pill Ranger, man.
Yeah. So, big simping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Big simping.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing I say to that is if he say married men or simp, then any man that's with a woman is a simp. If that's what we're gonna say, because
I mean,
it's still a relationship, and you're doing the same things you're doing in that relationship.
But he don't have the same risks. That would be the counter argument.
But not the risk, because the risk ain't the simp part. Is I thought it was the exchange.
Well, what is the exchange though? Right? I think the risk, the reciprocity. You know what she can take from you, as opposed to what she can take from him. That would be simp-esque, simp-ish, simp-like. To sign a contract knowing it's a bad contract for you, that would be the counter argument. That sounds like some simp shit.
I can see that, but I can, like you say, if you going into it and it's a bad deal from the get go, but you seeing what the woman is doing too, right? So what you getting from the woman before you sign the contract, that's what you basing your everything off of. So now if you already simping before that, then yes, I guess you will be a simp. But if that's not what you going into the marriage with, then any deal can go wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I agree. I agree that any deal can go wrong. But when a deal goes wrong, you know, there's clauses on what's the clause called when you can get out of a deal, like buyouts and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go by the rhetoric, the only person that gets the buyout clause is her. So how do we what do we do with the information at hand?
But see, the only thing I would give pushback on that, because that's not what I was thinking that the simp part was. Now, if that's part of the simp part, then I guess I was mistaken. I'm thinking in the relationship, what we got going on right now. When she say I want to put on another room on the house, and we gonna be struggling if we do that, and I go along with it. That's what I would think would make me a simp. Not the actual if we get divorced, but that's what I was thinking.
Well, I'm just looking at all of it. You know, what do you think, Red Pill?
Well, first of all, I think some people don't know what sarcasm is. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people in the chat.
Stay out of the chat.
A married man, any man has the capability of being a simp.
Married men, though.
If he's married or not. But
how about married men?
A married man, not a simp just by default of being married. It's all about like y'all ROI, return on investment. Mm-hmm. Are you doing more than you're receiving? Not only are you doing more than you're receiving, it's what you're doing getting gratitude and appreciation.
Okay.
If you're doing the most but not getting none in return and not getting proper gratitude and appreciation, then at that point you are being very simpish.
Okay. Do you think men, generally speaking, get the ROI needed on their investment?
I would like, yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not getting ROI, well, if a man not getting ROI, most men, not males, but men, most men will separate from the situation. A male will stay in the situation if they not getting ROI, but a man will separate from the situation if you're not getting ROI. Because we can't handle that. We can't sleep well with that. We can't look ourselves in the mirror if we're not getting proper ROI.
Do you think the conduct of Western women is so based on the conduct of Western women, do you think most majority of men are getting ROI?
Hmm.
Because you said the respect and all that other stuff, which you said mattered.
Well, most men probably are, because a lot of men ain't doing much to get these women.
Huh?
So a lot of men not doing. Listen, if I can get you off a Popeye's chicken box, how much RI do I really need?
That's not coherent.
If I can sleep with you easily, I don't need a lot of ROI.
We're
So
talking
most
about married men.
Oh, married man? Oh,
Yes. Based on Western women's conduct, based on the rhetoric and the stereotypes, are men getting the ROI that you named? The
Are married
respect.
men? Yeah. That's why they still married to her. Because if not, she'd be kicked to the kisser.
So now, so then how do you reconcile that with the rhetoric that men don't leave because they have so much to risk, up to and including their offspring?
Men don't leave because they have
won't divorce. Yeah, because like you said, men lose in marriage, they lose in child support, they lose in their kids. So oftentimes the rhetoric is that men stay as opposed to risking those things, and we just kind of suffer in silence.
I don't think that's why men don't leave.
Okay.
I think men don't leave because men have an inherent sense of duty. We understand that you don't have to be happy all the time. We understand that life ain't about happiness. Marriage ain't about happiness. We don't guide by our feelings. We understand that it's going to be some days where you don't like this woman, don't want to be around her. We have a sense of duty to the woman. We have a duty to our family. We have a duty to our legacy, and we have a duty to our name. We don't. That's why we don't leave.
Okay.
Not because we worried about the losses.
25% sexless marriages. The losses have to matter, and then duty, right? So if he's dutiful and unhappy, are you saying that he's getting ROI, or is it duty, which is the reason why he's staying there?
Happiness is very subjective. But if he's dutiful and yet unhappy, depends on what you want at the ROI.
You might have to concede this point. Like, because the things that I'm naming are what's been said numerous of times.
Oh yeah, but I don't agree with those guys.
But it's been said, and there's credence there. What about, and then if we're saying Western women's conduct is unbecoming, you coupled all this up and say that men, we got to make it make sense, because then we have to reconcile it with why do women initiate most of the divorces?
I can tell you why. Because they're governed by happiness.
Okay.
Women are governed by happiness. They think marriage, you have to be happy and like the person the whole time. And men understand that you don't have to be happy or even like the person the whole time.
Got you. But okay, we understand that. But the argument here is married niggas simps.
Nope.
He's not happy, but he's not happy or satisfied, but he stays because of duty. He don't want to risk losing his assets, including his kids, so he stays because of that. And men are okay with I repeated it, being unhappy. And then we also say that Western women's conduct is unbecoming.
Well,
and then they leave us. So I'm trying to understand how you reconcile all this with not being a simp.
Because now, if the man is not happy 24/7, then that will fly. But I don't suggest a man stay with a woman for duty if he just hate his life and miserable and unhappy at all times. But there's gonna be unhappy moments, and men are designed to deal with that, and that don't make you a simp. That just shows that men have more emotional intelligence in the big scheme of things. We understand that just because I'm not happy on Tuesday don't mean I won't be happy on Wednesday, and that doesn't make you a simp. Now, if you miserable and hate your whole life and existence with this woman, and yet you still there, then that's a whole nother topic.
Well, I'm just trying to use all the stuff I've heard ever.
Oh, that stuff just it's just provocative and gets the people going.
Well, no, men actually kill. No, men have been proven to kill themselves more.
Oh, because we see things through.
I understand that. I'm saying that men kill themselves more.
Yeah, because we see things through.
Like we lead.
We better at finishing things.
Completions, not attempts. I think.
Yeah, they might lead in completion or attempts, whatever. I know that niggas is killing themselves more than women.
Yeah, because when we try something, it's gonna get done right.
Okay, but we are killing ourselves more than women. We're not. See, I think we missed the mark saying they ain't good at it. Okay, motherfucker, we killing ourselves though. Like that's the part.
They
ain't good
more.
at it. Huh?
But the math the two things go together. They're attempting more, and even though we got more, it's because we don't cry for help. We won't out. We're gonna go ahead and see things through.
Perfect.
We have a sense of duty even to deleting ourselves. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right.
It's the first thing though. They do it right as a cry for help, for attention, right? It's a ploy, right?
And we do it to get gone.
Okay, but what are you proving? That they want attention, they want to be seen, they want to be heard. They don't actually mean it. The niggas is actually dreadfully, right? Distressed. And so they're actually completing it because they actually mean it. That's what that actually proves as well. If the women are doing for the attention, the men aren't. They're literally killing themselves because that's how unhappy or depressed they are.
Well, I'll talk to you offline how I feel about the concept of suicide in general. Because
that's in marriage.
Specifically, UT.
Yeah.
No. What I'm quoting is just general men in general.
Okay. I got you.
I don't think no woman is worth deleting yourself over. None ever in life.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But Red Pill.
So
I agree, but it doesn't negate the point though.
Yeah, if they do that, they'll simp. If you delete yourself over a woman, you're a certified simp, a certified loser, and there's a special place in heck for you.
But I thought you said we just good at it.
Yeah, but just because you're good at something don't mean it ain't right. I could be good at killing, but it's still fucked up to do. And if you're good at so any dude that do that is a lame and a loser. If you delete yourself over a doggone woman, you are a lame and a certified loser. R.I.P. to you though. You know what I'm saying? It's too. Look, they all born with vaginas, and they all swear it's good.
What if we are simps and it's just hard to say?
It's not hard to say because it's either true or it's not. Over here, truth and reality is undefeated. And
I know. So when we try to reconcile everything, we're not doing a good job. It's actually leaning towards simp more so than it isn't.
How is it a simp if you get ROI? If you're getting more, prime example, me. I haven't washed dishes in 21 years.
Okay.
I don't cook.
Okay.
I don't wash clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I can get some cheeks anytime I want.
Okay.
My kids are well taken care, provided for.
Okay.
I don't work and still don't wash dishes and wash clothes. Now I'm retired. I get my bread, but I don't work and still don't wash dishes, cook, or retire clothes. I don't ain't no arguing. I don't have to negotiate. I don't have my decisions and choices challenged. I get the final say. Her opinion is respected and appreciated. But in the end, the final decision is always on me. Ain't none simple to that.
Now let me ask you a question.
Buy me stuff and buy me gifts. She be tricking on me.
Yeah, this is you. No, YouTube. Yeah, we winning on YouTube.
No, this is real life over here. I'm 46 years old, bro.
I know, but what I'm saying is, generally speaking, everybody on YouTube is an outlier.
But that's the false statement people try to use. Sometimes people just telling the truth.
Yeah, you might be telling the truth. That's not a false statement to say it's an outlier, though.
But we not.
Right?
We might be the truth.
Well, here's the thing. So let me ask you: do you think the majority of men are getting what you named?
The majority on YouTube.
No. What I'm asking you is, do you think the majority of men are getting what you named?
That's married?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So why does the manosphere exist? Go ahead, Trigger Mike.
Because the majority of men not married.
Add a little bit of context. So to what Hamp is saying, I think a married man can be a simp, but the fact that the general statement that married men are simps is actually incorrect, because simps are responsible for the dysfunction in the community because they ingratiate themselves with women for no personal gain at all, right? So simps cause all these problems out here, right? So the reason the women think they are who they are, the reason they can do things to get away with it is because of simps. I think that has nothing to do with the married man at all.
And before you go, before I forget it,
hold on real
Mike,
quick.
let me say this.
Let me just say this. I was going to say the reason the simp word is used so often is also correlated with why so many men aren't married, right? Simps, in my opinion, don't get married. They're the ones having either trouble getting regular women to sleep with them. The only way they can get women to sleep with them is to lie to them and to make them feel like they're bigger than they are. These dudes aren't the marriage type. These are the baby daddies, if I'm really being honest.
Nothing dry coochie up faster than a simp. Women don't even like simps. They use simps. They weaponize simps against men. They use weaponize simps for their resources, but they don't even like those guys. They'll let a simp butter them up and support their arguments, and then go right home and smash the dude that agree with me and say and live how I live and say the stuff I say.
And the thing I was going to say was, when we talking about the women are leaving, it's because I think because the men are not being simps. Yeah, I'm a leave because he ain't letting me get my way.
No, bro. Even the women leaving shit is the I was using an analogy the other day, right? Thing is, because somebody was saying we need to assess how the relationships are going or something to that effect. And I'm like, yo, the kid that come and tell is the kid that got done wrong. So when my daughter come and say, Chug hit me, because she the one that got done wrong. They go to the court because of the reason why. What are the reasons? The guilty person, the one who usually don't say shit.
I don't believe that at all.
No, not necessarily.
Well, hold on. My mom told me.
But necessarily means you acknowledge what I'm saying.
Not really. A lot of people can just say something.
No, so the part that I think Hamp is leaving out is that there's no benefit. When there is no benefit for the person telling, that's when the person who got done wrong is usually telling first. My mom taught me, beware of the person who rushes to tell their side of the story first. So I think the person that came first is actually the person is probably lying.
I'm not saying that you don't have to vet it out, but generally speaking, Chug be hitting people first.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying as adults, what I mean is like the person who's coming to tell first and dismantle the relay, whatever, go into the court first. It's equal. It's an equal chance that person is the guilty person.
So you're saying that doesn't determine who's at fault?
It doesn't deter for adults that have something to benefit. It doesn't. We can't tell.
Think about. I want to think about this. Say she went to court because I cheated. Was I being a simp? I'm cheating. I'm going to get my benefit.
Yes.
No matter what I did, I'm going to get it. So I wouldn't be a simp.
Yes.
That's what they always say.
Yes. I'm saying yes.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Yes, you're being a simp.
Simps are nice and honor women.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it behind her back. The niggas get caught. Now, a man, like he try to make a differentiation. Listen, I'm not getting what I need from you. If I don't get said things, then I'm going to get it from somewhere else. That's man shit. Running around, that ain't no man shit, nigga. You hiding your phone every time you put your phone on face down and shit. You change your password every 3 days. That ain't it, brother.
I'm not, because see now I think now we can play and stuff. I'm not the thing.
You said go run out the cheat. That's what you said. I'm saying niggas go undercover. That's all I'm saying. That's not a conflation. Go ahead.
You got it.
No, go ahead.
I just want to say real quick, I think it ain't many simps as these women try to say, because a lot of women complaining about not even getting approached no more. How men doing all this simping but at the same time ain't approaching them. They constantly begging to get taken on dates. They keep having to say, I don't want the coffee date. Dudes ain't trying to spend no money on them like that. They not approaching them and and not giving them the relationships they want. Yet at the same time, dudes out here simping like crazy. The math ain't mathing.
What would you say about marriages being up?
Oh, marriage ain't simping.
Yo, come on.
I'm gonna stand firm on that.
Oh, killing me.
If you get your ROI,
I'm saying no. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm rebuttaling. You saying niggas ain't approaching. I'm saying marriages are up. How do you reconcile the two?
How do I reconcile the two?
Yes.
Women are approaching now.
Okay.
When you that guy, you know him, don't play. You been chose. Everybody else here been chose.
But on YouTube they told me to shut up because I would be an outlier.
And just because you're an outlier don't mean it ain't true. We need to stop that canceling out outlier stuff.
We're not canceling out outliers. We're saying that outliers prove the norm. So if you're an outlier because these things are happening to you, then by proxy, they're not happening to the majority. That's all it's saying. We're not saying that the outliers don't exist. We're saying you can't solve for outliers, so you have to speak to what works for the majority of people.
It happened to a significant amount. They need to wash their ass and iron their clothes. And it happened to them too. It's a lot of dudes out here that complain about what women doing to them and how women treating them, but they ain't doing none of the work to get a woman to want them. Like, dude, would you gotta ask dude sometime, would you roast your sister if she dated a guy like you? If the answer is yes, then you need to shut up and fix yourself, brother. And dudes be. Listen, you gotta do the work to get the outcomes you want, men and women. You dusty, crusty, musty and shit, then complaining about women don't want you.
Okay, so it's men's fault.
Is it men's fault? It's any individual fault who don't self-improve.
So it's men's fault.
You got to be something worth dating. You know, for the women too. The man not sleeping with the women they want because they not doing the work, and the women not getting the relationships they want because they not doing the work. If you not getting the outcomes you want, it's up to you to stop pointing fingers everywhere else and look in the mirror and fix what's wrong with you. You gotta be what the person you want.
That's that old school bootstrap shit with no real instruction, man.
I'm a conservative douchebag.
Yes, sir. Go to the gym, but don't tell him what to do when he gets there.
Work out. Get a personal trainer. Watch YouTube videos. Do some push-ups. You don't even have to go to the gym. Again, if I gotta tell you to wash your ass, iron your clothes, get a haircut every 2 weeks, and work out, then you don't need to be dating anyway, brother.
Yeah, you know what though, Redfield?
But if we talking about within a marriage, only a lot of things can be looked at as simpish. But I think the more, me personally, when it comes to making a woman a housewife, that would put you more towards that being simpish, I would say, because you making all the benefit going to her a lot.
No, bro, that could be a benefit for you.
It could be, but from the get go, you giving her the benefit. It could be a benefit for you, but from the get go, with you making her not having to work, and just like say, most of our kids are school age. She ain't doing nothing after she dropped the kids off and go. She ain't doing nothing all day.
Let me ask you a question. Would you rather cook your own meals or pay somebody to cook them?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Would I rather cook my own? You said, would I rather cook my own meals?
Or pay somebody to cook for you that cooks better, by the way.
And that's a loaded question, though. Like,
would you rather cook your meals or pay somebody to cook them for you?
It's not loaded, brother.
It is. It's okay. I'd rather pay somebody to cook it.
Would you rather wash and fold your clothes and put them away, or pay somebody to do it?
I do that. I'd rather do that.
Okay. Okay. Would you rather pay it? Would you rather watch the kids all day or pay somebody to at least offset it?
I'll do that. I'd rather do that.
Yeah, your prescriptions is different. So what happens when you pay all the bills? I don't do any of that stuff. And the majority of people would rather pay somebody to do it for them. So now that person simply lives there. You make sure you provide and protect, and you get sex from them, and they wash your clothes, fold them, put them away, and cook your meals.
But they all okay. So let's go. Let's play devil's advocate. Since that's what we're doing today. They working and they doing all that stuff too. So who would be getting the benefit in that situation?
The guy who she working, me, you, him, and the Most High know she ain't doing that shit without protest. If she coming home from a 9 to 5 and you just sitting there like an Al Bundy, is not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. Let's not act like that now. That ain't how that shit go. Stop it.
It does. I swear to God. I might be the exception.
So now
she working,
so
they
now
both working. Are you saying saying that it goes like that?
Yeah, my wife worked, and I don't cook or clean. I swear on my grandmother.
Yeah. Hold on, what I'm saying is, but you know she's an outlier, right? UT,
I can understand that.
Yeah, but UT, are you saying if so? Okay, but to answer your question, if she's working, contributing to the household bills and doing everything, then he would be getting more benefits. But you know what they say about if your aunt had a dick, she'd be your uncle.
This the thing, Hal. When a woman loves
but I'm just saying, I think that is a very far fetched. I don't that shit isn't coming without protest. People tie decision making and influence to the money being spent, to the bills being paid, who's footing what, and etc. Right? Yeah. We've heard it a million times.
And if your woman do that, you shouldn't be with her. If a woman loves, honor, and respects you, she don't see doing those things as a duty or a chore. She wants to do them things. My wife not only cooks when I be sitting here on this laptop doing something, she'll slide in and bring me the plate. So it's like when a woman loves, honor, and respects you, those things not a chore. If doing the things y'all listing is a chore to your woman, you might want to look at who you married.
Yeah.
And reevaluate the situation.
Hell yeah.
Because she's not that into
that's
you,
not,
bro.
I agree with that, but that's not my point of. That's why I'm trying to see where somebody could get the simp statement from when they saying a married man is a simp.
But you see, you gotta listen to the points everybody's making. What tends to happen is like we not doing all that stuff. Then I realize like it don't matter how great I run my household. If people think married men are simps, it's because other men don't run it that great. They actually let the woman run it. They let the woman come on the internet, talk shit about her domestic role and all the stuff she got to do. Just like Red Pill said, the best decision you got, the only decision you got, is the choice you make in the woman. There are women that actually enjoy serving their family, serving their husband. They were taught to do it. Then you think of like all the stuff you hear on YouTube on a day in, day out basis. These dudes actually accept all of this dysfunction and I work, so they accept it. So those are the simps that's making us look bad. One of the smartest things my wife ever said when I talked to her about this stuff that we talk about, she's like, damn, marriage needs a better spokesperson. She said, these dudes, like, not y'all, I'm talking about, some of the dudes that come up here, they make marriage look like shit.
What's so great about it?
Oh, everything. Everything. And when you know how to run it right, like I said, if she's in lockstep with you, we were talking about finances, right? We got kids now, so we're not dual income, no kids. I look at it different. if your wife is working, listen, no man should marry a woman that's not willing to contribute to the household in any way he wants. What the hell they got degrees for if they don't go to work? I'll give a moment of silence for that. What the hell is your degree for?
They fought for that right. I'm just trying to respect they
We got to give a moment of silence. You a whole master's degree for what? That shit better be in laundry. Get your ass out there and work. The hell
But
you talking about?
that was my point though. That's what I'm saying. Like, so for example, my wife works. I work. She does all the cooking. She folds their clothes, wash the clothes, because we got 4 kids. She folds their clothes, wash their clothes, all that stuff. I get to respect it. I think what we do a lot here is we say that we damn near say we don't get into arguments on the internet for some reason with our wives and stuff like that. I'm not never gonna tell that lie. We do have arguments. I don't know why we try to play that role, but I still have the last say so in everything.
Absolutely. And
Fact.
I think
And like I say, that's what it is.
the simps perpetuate a narrative of equality, just like the women do.
Yeah.
They give up their position willingly, right? So, and that's actually one of the biggest characteristics of a simp. They will do anything to please a woman because they need the validation of women to survive, right? And I think it's crazy to me when they do that because they believe a way to a woman's heart is actually being a simp, but being a masculine man is actually the way to a woman's. Like the woman will leave you to come fuck with a masculine dude. That's the craziest thing ever. They got it wrong, but they're dead set and convinced. And to be honest, some of them, it's not even their fault. They were raised by women, so they overtly seek the validation of women. They think it's the only thing that can make them whole. So it's kind of terrible.
Yeah. I think I want to cut the narrative though. Reciprocity doesn't decide if you're a simp or not. If I know women are the weaker vessel based on the Most High's instruction, I'm not expecting to get the same return. I'm expecting to get a good return.
Reasonable rate of return.
Right. So like if I invest 100 and I get 120 back, generally speaking, people who invest in doing stocks and things, that a 20% return is damn good.
Yeah.
On your money, and that's all I'm looking for. And even when I'm talking about the yin and the yang, or equally yoked, the yoke just got to be complete. So even if I'm 3/4 of the yoke, if she the 25%, and that's what I need, it just got to be complete. I'm not looking for a woman to do 50%, right? That don't even make sense.
Yeah,
it don't even make sense. She need to do what I need her to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to see where her strengths are. Let's maximize those and we push forward.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That reciprocity shit is unrealistic, like Mike said earlier.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. We can't see you though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
That's why we ain't been talking to you.
Oh,
black screen the whole time.
Oh, my shit.
Now that's him.
Let me leave.